The odds bet in craps is an optional side bet with a zero house edge. I'll demonstrate this bet using the craps game simulator at the Wizard of Odds website by Michael Shackelford. If you want to try this yourself, go to wizardofodds.com, scroll down to Play for Fun, and click the craps table. I'm placing a $10 bet on pass. I'm assuming you already know how this bet works. Here's the come out roll. The 8 point has been thrown, and the marker moves to that number on the table. Now I'm rooting for 8 to be thrown before a 7. At this point, I place an odds bet next to my original bet outside of the pass bet area. $25, $30, $35, $40, $45, $50. I'm betting $50 as a side bet to my pass bet. If my pass bet loses, my odds bet also loses. If my pass bet wins, my odds bet also wins and is paid 6 to 5 or $60 in addition to the pass bet win, $10. Let's throw the dice and see what happens. Nothing happens now. We're rooting for 8 to appear before 7. Seven, I lost. Both the pass bet and the side bet. I'm going to try again. Betting $10 on pass and roll. The point is 9. I want to place a side bet here outside of the pass line. I'll place 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. If my pass bet wins, my side bet will win $60. Let's roll and see what happens. Waiting for a 9 or a 7. Nine. This time I won. The pass bet won $10 and the side bet won $60. Now let's look at the payoff ratios for the various point values. Here are the possible point values that can be thrown in the come out roll. And here's the 7 out losing throw that can happen afterward. Suppose that the point is 10. A decision is rendered by throwing a 7, which loses, or a 10, which wins. Any other throw is ignored. There are 6 ways to throw a 7. 1 and 6, 2 and 5, and so on. There are 3 ways to throw a 10. 4 and 6, 5 and 5, and 6 and 4. Altogether, there are 9 throws that render a decision, 3 that win, and 6 that lose. Your chance of winning is 3/9, and your chance of losing is 6/9. The odds bet is fair, so the payoff on a win is 6 to 3. In other words, you win twice the size of your odds bet because you are twice as likely to lose than win. If you play this particular odds bet 9 times, and each possible decision occurs once, you'll lose 1 bet 6 times, and you'll win 2 bets 3 times. That's -6 plus 6, you end up with 0. That's the meaning of a fair bet. If the point is 4, you have the same situation. There are 3 ways to win and 6 ways to lose. The payoff on a win is 6 to 3. If the point is 5, there are 10 throws that render a decision, 4 that win, and 6 that lose. The payoff is 6 to 4, or 1.5 times your odds bet. The same thing applies if the point is 9. If the point is 6, there are 11 throws that render a decision, 5 that win, and 6 that lose. The payoff on a win is 6 to 5, or 1 1/5 times your odds bet. In this case, be sure your odds bet is a whole multiple of $5, so you can be paid off in whole dollars. The same thing applies if the point is 8. This is the complete chart for the taking the odds side bet. One final note. These ratios are usually shown reduced, 2 to 1 and 3 to 2. In summary, the taking the odds side bet has a zero house edge and a payoff of 2 to 1, 3 to 2, or 6 to 5, depending on the point. So what's the catch? How does the casino make money on this bet? Continue with part 2 for the answers.